What's going on YouTube? That Neon Channel here, back at it again with another video. So today I'm going to do the top 5 engine modifications I would do to a Neon if I first got it and I wanted to get some more power out of it. These are engine modifications. Because the first modification I would do to a car would be wheels and coilovers to make the thing look good. That would be body. But we're going to talk about engine. So the first engine modification I would do is a tune-up. So plugs and wires and oil change immediately. And then I would move to a cold air intake of some sort. Third thing I would probably do is a header. Actually, a man's transmission if it doesn't have one. So if you got one of those little girly automatic transmissions in there, I'd swap that out for a 5-speed. These cars are real easy to do 5-speed swaps too. Then I would do header. That would be number 3. I'd stick a header on there. Find yourself a nice eBay OBX header. And then I would probably do a computer. I'd get yourself a Mopar or a Psych Performance ECU. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I guess that's my 5 things I would do. We'll do top 10 then. After that, I would move on to stiffening up my motor mounts with motor mount inserts. I would do your trans, your front, and your passenger side mount. And if you have a bobble, stick a bobble back here. So that's number 6. Now we'll go into heavier modifications. I would go and pull your head and do a port job to your head and intake manifold so you can have a nice port and polished head. What would that be? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So number 8. What would be the 8th thing I would do? An underdrive pulley. Get yourself a smaller, lightweight underdrive pulley. That'd be number 8. Number 9, I would delete the power steering and AC unit. Get rid of that shit. Cleans up your engine bay and gives you a little bit more horsepower. Number 9, I'd do a 2-4 swap. Actually, Joe being himself would probably do that number 1, but for beginner Neon guys, I would do a 2-4 swap as my number 9 modification. And then number 10, smack some cams in there with some valve springs and retainers. You know, if you do a 2-4 swap, might as well delete that balance shaft out of there too, because if you're going to delete the power steering, the AC, and you're going to put solid motor mounts in here, might as well make it shake some more by deleting the power balance shaft. So yeah, this is what I would do. And then a clutch. I've always ran stock clutches and never had one problem out of them. But the last 2 cars I've gotten had some nice aftermarket clutches in them, and honestly I like them. So let's get back over that. A tune-up, cold air intake, a man's transmission if you ain't got that, which is a 5-speed swap, a long tube header. Get yourself a nice long tube header. OBX, Kirk, there's a bunch of them out there. A Mopar or AFX PCM. What else did I say? Port polished head. Solid motor mounts. The underdrive pulley. Cams, delete the power steering and AC and the balance shaft, and yeah, that's about it. So, but if you do the cams, you're gonna have to get one of these stupid SAFCs just to tune it. But yeah, those would be my first top 5 modifications I would do to my Dodge Neon if I first got it. And one of the last ones, if you're a beginner guy, the 2-4 swap, because that's just my personal opinion, is the best thing you could do to these cars, because you know the 2.0s are interference engines, so when you don't break a time belt or something, you fucking bend valves in your head. The 2.4s, you jump time, break the time belt, you just put it back in time, and you don't have to worry about anything, you know. Especially if you build your head with some nice valves and valve springs and all the other good shit. You don't want to be replacing that shit, and you got a nice polished head. So yeah, 2.4 swap is a must-have when you do this Neon stuff. Body modifications, like I said, wheels and coilovers would be the first two. Third thing would be headlights. Really not much I would do to the body. I like how the body looks. Probably tint the windows, number 4. And then number 5, I would get yourself a carbon fiber hood, because they do look nice. I like my carbon fiber hood. Interior modifications, I can only find 1 or 2 things I would do inside, and that would be SRT4 seats. Second gen console, if you want more cup holders. I'd rather have the first gen console. Get yourself a nice radio, that's number 3. Really not much I would do the interior, because I like the interior. Get yourself a nice blue LED light, that's number 4. And move the body, the battery to the trunk. New speakers, we'll call that number 5. But yeah, there's honestly not much I would do the interior, because I like how they're set up, especially with the SRT4 Viper seats. I love the interior. Maybe wrap your headliner in black instead of that white nasty looking shit. So yeah, those are the top 5 modifications I would do to my car. Let me try to go over it one more time, because I'm pretty forgetful. So we got a tune-up is number 1, cold air intake, an exhaust, a computer, a man's transmission, solid motor mounts, underdrive pulley, port and polish the head, 2.4 swap, and then cams. I'm pretty sure that's everything I named. There would be the top 10 modifications. Top 5 for the outside again. Carbon fiber hood. Wheels and coils would be first. Headlights. And maybe a lip or roof racks. Really not much I would do to the outside. Like I said, I like what they look like. I don't like body kits. Oh yeah, if you don't have a fog light bumper, you could do a fog light bumper. They make it look a little nicer, I think. I don't have an example of a non-fog light bumper, but the non-fog light ones don't look as good. But other than that, yeah, that's about it. So, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, don't leave a thumbs down. Just don't even do anything. If you have any questions or comments about anything else you would do to a Neon, let me know down in the comment section. And until next time, subscribe for more Neon videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.